Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be an initial review. Actually, it's not even going to be an initial review because an initial review is when you first get the hair and your first impressions. I've had this hair for over a month now, and this is actually my second hairstyle with this wig, but it's only my first video, so I'm just going to be basically telling you guys about the hair that I'm wearing. This hair has come from Alipearl, and you guys already know about Alipearl because I've reviewed their hair, two different textures, two different times in the same year, so I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it. If not, Alipearl is a very reputable website with affordable hair, so they contacted me to do another review for them. So the texture that I'm wearing right now is their loose deep wave. I did request 3 bundles of 14-inch along with a 14-inch lace closure. However, I only used about 2 of the bundles of the 14-inch, so I have a whole 14-inch bundle that was unused. And yeah, so the first style that I created with this wig was a short bob, a bob that was short on one side and longer on the other. It was just a style that I was going for because I was going to Vegas and I liked the texture for the style. So I'm gonna insert pictures of how that hairstyle looked, but it was shorter on my left side, excuse me, and longer on my right side. And the style is very cute, but I guess after some time of wearing the wig, I got really bored with the style, and it just became a little less flattering to me. I guess because the closure when it's in the side part, it's just not as full in the front, so it was just like I just got bored with it, so I ended up switching it back to a middle part. So let me get up in the camera so you guys can see what closure. So I did bleach the knots on my closure and I tweezed a little bit of the baby hairs. But the funniest thing about this was not funny, it's actually like a transformative story, because when I made this wig I had all intentions of only wearing it in the side part. So my placement of the closure on the wig cap when I was making the wig was slightly different. I pushed the closure a lot more forward so that it will cover more of the hair on the sides of my head, since it was in the side part and my sideburns do come out kind of far. But after I decided to switch back to a middle part, it was just a lot of excess lace in the front and it just didn't look good, so I had to cut that off, and I basically had to reshape some baby hairs because I did notice from the time I was wearing it in the side part, I did lose some hair from the closure. Like it was a little sparse in the front, like in the middle part area. So I cut off that extra lace, and luckily when I was making the wig, I gave myself a extra 1.5 inch for my front to nape measurement, so that when I was able to pull the wig forward and cut the excess lace, and it still fits in the back of my neck. So that was a plus. So yeah guys, this is their loose deep wave hair, and I can say it's probably one of the most low maintenance hair textures I've ever tried. You really don't have to do anything to this hair, and if you do, most of the things that you have to do is just wet this hair with a spray bottle, brush it out and let it air dry, and it's perfect. Like you don't really have to do any major manipulation to this hair whatsoever. Now one thing I will say is that when it comes to textures that are a little bit looser, I kind of have to, I find myself manipulating it a little bit more, because with this hair, if it's weighed down or it doesn't dry properly, there will be some parts that are just straight and then they wave back up, and I don't like it, especially for the fact that this is pretty loose hair as is, and I like for the textures to be kind of uniform throughout instead of like straight on one side and then long on the other. So yeah, like I was saying, when I wear this hair, I like to use some mousse to make sure that each and every wave is defined and none of the hair can fall straight, because I just don't like the inconsistency in hair when it's already a loose wave, because it just looks kind of messy, and the messy look just personally is not for me. So really that's all I've been doing. Like I said, it's a very low maintenance hair texture. You know, the average person, all they will have to do is just wet this hair, brush it out and air dry it, and that's it. Like you really don't have to do a lot to this hair, so that's a good thing. Now, one thing I can say is that I have been experiencing some tangling in the nape of my neck. It is short, but I still am experiencing some tangling at the nape, and I mean, it's not like it's matted, but it's tangled and I can feel it. And when I take my wig off and I look at the bottom track, I can see it too. But aside from that, I'm not experiencing any type of crazy shedding. The only shedding that I can say that I've noticed in my eyes is the shedding from the closure. That's why I had to cut off some excess lace, because I feel like some of the hair, I feel like the closure was just slightly sparse after wearing it for a month in the side part. So yeah guys, that is pretty much what has been going on with this hair. I do recommend it for anybody. It's a quick, like I said, a low maintenance hair texture. So whether you get it in longer limbs or short limbs, the texture is going to be easy to manage for beginners, intermediates, or, you know, masters or experts. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this, because I never really had a short wavy bob like this, and it's kind of, I don't know, I think since it's in a natural hair color, it's kind of boring to me, but I had to make the hair video with the hair in this natural color. So I don't know if I want to add, like, I don't know, but yeah guys. So like I said, I've been wearing this hair for over a month. I wore this hair in Vegas, so I've already seen how it works in heat and like chlorine, water, smoke, all of that stuff. So yeah guys, make sure you check out the description box below for the links for this hair. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and if you have some suggestions for a possible hair color for the next video, let me know about that as well. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.